So you had essentially showed up to you had been banished, arguably rightfully so, from the village.
Nonsense.
Arguably rightfully so from the
These
village.
fucking UNT seem to know what's up, though.
For sure,
Yep. You traveled through the forest and ran upon some UNT. I cannot remember the gentleman's name who you met. I don't have that note here with me, but you found a UNT, I believe a Malazon, or an abomination rather, a snake lower half. Fairly friendly, was able to speak with Kaius, and then was able to have he was able to be subtitled thanks to Kaius, and it was prestidigitation or minor illusion, either of those, before being brought to the city proper of the UNT, where you were brought to a shorter of the three main sort of ziggurats. And then you met a priestess of a certain serpent god, whose name I will have ready momentarily. Nemistiel. Where the other squat pyramid, is Kotodal.
Yeah.
And even though you know this language, I'll say Kaius would be the only one who would possibly know this, is like those names, like you don't understand what those names mean, even though you understand like the language. They mean something, but they're not words that are common in the language that you know.
Got it.
They seem to be proper nouns of the UNT specifically. And you all gazed up at a fourth moon in the sky, seemingly being born out of the sky. Before that ended, Kaius opting to stay up on the roof of this ziggurat, where everyone else was brought back down to their rooms for the night.
Oh, so Kaius isn't in the room?
Correct. I believe that's correct, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kaius. I believe you said you were staying up top underneath that new moon.
Yes, the priest lady told me to contemplate on the new moon, so Caius just sat down and started staring at it. And that is where he is.
Very good. And so the floor is all of yours. The rest of you find yourself in a fairly sizable room. Squat beds that are, cloth and animal furs and hides, making most of the bulk of them up. But otherwise fairly bare. A couple chairs.
Cora will be standing, highly uncomfortable, and say, "We should not be here."
Dud will be smoking. Lying on the floor.
She looks between the two of you.
I don't know, this seems like the best place to be right now.
It's not.
Oh.
I think we should go to the other tribe.
Okay. These guys seem to kind of dig the cut of our jib, so why?
Whatever they have planned, It doesn't seem good.
How do you figure?
She tries to think about how to. I was.
If you want to gather your thoughts, I'll give you a soft pitch. It seems to me like our buddy Kaius has been troubled by some transplanar knowledge or a dark passenger or whatever, and this is the first gang of cats that really seemed like they had any clue what that was about, and told him that it was okay for him to be doing that. So, his point of view, I can see how maybe this is a place we want to linger for a minute just to see what they're about.
That's what I'm worried about. I was visited by an entity that warned that what they're about to release and won't be good for him and won't be good for anyone else.
Oh, yeah. By all means, do go on.
Hey, Steve, I sent you something.
Okay.
I think we need to leave. I was prompted to go to the other tribe, saying that they can help us. But I have a feeling that won't happen very peacefully. Especially now that they have what they want with Kaius.
And, what is it that they want exactly?
I don't know exactly, but I don't think it's good. So I suppose the only question is, are you both coming with me?
I'm coming with you, but I think you could leave Kaius behind. I'd be fine with that.
He's the person we should definitely not leave behind.
After what he's done,
Whatever they have planned can only make it worse. And he's still one of us.
is he? Was he ever?
Yes. What about you, Ned? Are you coming with us?
I mean, we're not going to leave our buddy Kaius behind, right?
I'll get him down here. Tell him what our plan is, but
I mean,
we all
even
know
if
I
some
can't control
kind
him.
of arcane self-actualization were within his grasp, would drag him away from that just so we'd all be together.
I suppose we'll see what he says. It may be good for you to translate, seeing as you're already there. She'll look at the smoke. Will you help?
I ought to burn one. Give me a second here.
All right. While you do that, I want to pull out my little horn of silent alarm that is tied to Kaius.
Hey, what now?
You remember a long time ago when I got a horn of silent alarm?
So what happens with a Horn of Silent Alarm is when you use an action to blow up, one creature of your choice can hear the horn's blare, provided the creature is within 600 feet of the horn and not deafened. No other creature
Oh.
can hear the sound coming from the horn.
I remember.
So I blow it. Try to get Kaius to come down.
Kaius, you hear a horn blowing somewhere from within the ziggurat.
Okay. He'll perk up and the purple one, and he's gonna start running.
You see as you run past, there are guards kind of positioned in places, but they all kind of look to you. They make like a motion to maybe do something, and then they kind of stop and go back to their guard position, but they all kind of look at you as you run past.
Are they in a room?
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow open the door.
Oh god!
Blow open the door in what way?
How sturdy is this door?
It's a wooden door.
So if I were to Eldritch Blast the door,
It would explode in splinters inward. Yes.
okay, yeah, he's gonna bust in the door.
Cool. I would like everyone to make me dexterity saving throws that is in the room. As the guards that are positioned outside of this door kind of both jump out of the way.
11.
8.
11, 8,
16.
16. I will say only Zen passes that.
Yeah.
Kaius, roll me your Eldritch Blast damage. Well, roll me a d20 to see if it gets a nat 20. I'm gonna say you're hit, no matter what, you hit the door because it's an inanimate object that you're just it's an object, you could hit it. You're 5 feet away from it.
12 to hit the door.
Yeah, you hit the door. Roll damage on that Eldritch Blast.
Oh wow, 5.
5 total? Okay.
Yeah, out of 2d10.
Damn, that sucks. You all take 2 piercing damage as wood splinters shoot out from this door. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's 2 damage, so Zen doesn't even get any. Able to just kind of duck behind something.
What's wrong?
Oh, you came quickly.
It's you,
Everything's
Kaius.
all right.
You're the one who's in
The rude
danger.
one.
We just needed to talk to you.
So a couple things happen here. The guards peek their heads in and say something to each other. Kaius, you're the only one who understands it. They say, go get the priestess. I'm not dealing with this. And one runs off, but the other one stays at the door. Now kind of looking in.
Oh, what do you want to talk about?
We want to talk about the trajectory of the destiny of your very immortal soul, Kaius.
But perhaps we can do so in more privacy? I want to point to the guard.
Cats don't speak common. We're cool.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Go on.
Yes. I have a soul.
Kaius. Give it to me straight, bud.
Mm.
You went into that forbidden room. You,
Uh-huh.
molested some kind of arcane entity.
Yeah.
Disrupted the, continuum of the universe, or some such.
Mm-hmm.
These cats here, they're into that for some reason. And they're going to endanger everyone you've ever met and everything you've ever enjoyed and anything you ever saw that brought you pleasure.
Oh.
Does that strike you?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. But Cora here, she reckons if we duck and run right now and see what the place across the street is serving up for their special, maybe that'll end up being better for everybody.
I'll just stare at Cora.
He's right. I think something's. We should go.
Go where?
That's a good question.
Oh, hi.
Turn and see the priestess standing at where the door was.
So much for not speaking common.
What happened here?
I hit the door.
I would appreciate you not doing that again.
Okay.
Thank you. Go where?
Well, as long as you're here, I guess we might as well lay our cards on the table. Outside of you and Kaius, we're not 100% certain what's going on, and, we want the best for him and all sentient beings and all of creation and whatnot, so maybe you could illuminate for us what it is he's a part of right now.
That will be revealed to him, and if he should choose to disclose that to you, that's his choice.
Yeah. What's your interest in it, then?
I'm the priestess here.
Yeah.
Your friend is very special, and he's very important to our god, who we worship, and that's my interest.
I'm special.
You are.
Yeah, of course you are, Kaius. Of course you are, but to me on this level, your high priestessness, ever had a hot young single friend who wanted to go out to the bar and acquainted with some of her peers, but didn't want to go alone, just in case. So you fly along with her wingman style, yeah? You know she's special. You know there's someone special out there who has a whole new special destiny they can create together. Only the thing is, you gotta weed that person out from all the other creepers and freakazoids who wanna, well, let's say tarnish her destiny. I mean to say is, Kaius here, well, I'm his wingman, and, I want the best for him. And I can see how his zeal to find his true destiny might willing to look past certain external, I mean to say is, got him hooked, but as his wingman, it's, I'm obliged to,
Go on.
all I
You're
mean
obliged
to say
to
is,
what?
we would just really be interested to know what you get out of all this and what kind of your end game is. Is this sort of build a cabin in the woods together, raise a family of 3?
You're a strange little man.
He's very good.
Well, as I said, I will reveal all to your friend tomorrow during the banquet, and if he wants to share that with you, that's his business. If he doesn't want to, then that's also his business. You're
Oh, good.
more
Then
than
it should be no issue for us to come back by the banquet.
come back.
Yes.
And where will you go until then?
I'm sure the specifics of that don't necessarily matter.
You might say that's the kind of thing that will be revealed to you at the banquet when we come back. That is,
Exactly.
Kaius decides he wants to share it with you.
She
Yeah.
narrows her eyes at you both. Is that so? You're more than welcome to leave the city,
Good. Great.
but you'll be leaving the city if you leave the ziggurat.
Yep. That was about the plan.
Well, your friend cannot.
Uh-oh.
It's important that he stay until the banquet. If he wants to leave after that, he's more than welcome to.
That's funny. You're pretty keen to allow him his own free will when it comes to sharing the secrets you share between each other with us. Even though we've known him longer and we're a lot closer and we all have matching tattoos and you don't, you probably wouldn't understand it anyway. But when we
They're
want to leave
purple.
the city, all of a sudden you're like not so keen on him making his own decisions.
Exactly.
Here's a decision for you then. You can stay with your friend here tonight until the banquet and then decide to leave if you'd like. Or I can decide to remove you.
Oh no.
Don't you think threatening us would make him a little bit uncooperative with you?
Really doesn't matter.
What are you planning to do with him?
That's not your concern, that's his.
So, buddy.
Yeah.
But do me straight. If you want us to leave you here with this rather demanding friend of yours, and leave Team Purple behind entirely and never see us again, we would respect that. Since you are a member in good standing of Team Purple, we wouldn't want to, override your autonomy. But, if you would rather hang out with Team Purple and get to know us all better and have further adventures, we'd respect that too, and we'd do anything we had to make sure you were able to make that choice for yourself.
Well, why would you leave?
Hell,
We have to.
not because we want
They want
to.
to keep you. They want to keep you from your destiny.
A friend here
What's that?
has an idea of what you should do, and we want you to keep your options open until you're confident which choice is right for you.
Oh.
You're a scholar, Kaya. You should look at all sides available to you.
Ooh.
But none of you know what Halatosh wants.
Ooh.
I'm the only one who really understands your friend.
Ooh. Ooh. You know, Master?
Of course.
Ooh.
She could be lying.
Oh.
So
Are you
could
lying?
No.
See? She's not lying. She said so.
I'm going to take a deep, deep drag on my green hat. And lean in and give just a little bit of a hot box smoke ring into Kaius's face.
With friends like these,
Hey.
Hmm?
We don't want to make you do anything you don't want to do. We don't want to make you think you want to do anything that if you knew better, you wouldn't want to have done.
Are you high now?
Ah, green hat.
he would be. He's actively smoking it.
I'm not entirely sure where this is going to be going. However, as a man of science, I should at least see it through to the end, or an end.
We had a feeling you'd say that, but what if in seeing it through to one end, it prevented you from seeing it through to any other end?
I'm unaware of the dangers this could possibly cause, however. That being said, it could cause them. But I don't know enough to know where to stop. So I must continue until I know where to stop.
So, as a man of science, if your peers in an experiment were to recommend against your better judgment to pursue with an experiment, you feel compelled to override their objections and continue the experiment, or would you maybe reassess and redefine what kind of experiment you want to run?
Pause for a moment, and I do believe there was once someone who objected to my experimentation.
Oh, do tell, do tell.
Though I can't. He freezes. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I was just saying, such a joy to know you, Kaius. Really glad we crossed paths. And, gosh, I really don't want to do anything to hurt you, but, we always find a way to hurt the ones we love.
What?
I'm sorry, you threatening your friend?
Oh, no, I'm trying to express the profundity of my feeling for him. You know, us being, matching tattoo sharing members of Team Purple and all, you probably wouldn't understand.
I'm sure I don't. I think, Master Kaius, I think perhaps it'd be safer for you to all have separate rooms tonight.
The purple one would never hurt me.
I'm sure. And she levels her gaze at you, Cora. I'm sure she wouldn't dream of it.
I hold her gaze.
I'm going to
She doesn't
use
blink.
a message to send a simple whispered message to Cora.
Okay. Message has a verbal component, correct?
The target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
Correct, but you use a verbal component to cast the spell, and you're doing it in front of this person. So if you're going to try to do this stealthily, because you're within talking distance of her, you have to whisper the message.
Okay, then
It's not telepathy.
I will not do that.
Yeah, just full disclosure, that's not like a telepathic thing.
I want to turn to Kaius and say, I need you to trust me. We need to leave.
Dad. Like a child to just kind of look at the ground and okay, and he'll look at the priestess and I'm sorry. Purple one says it's time to go.
Okay, I'll step forward. Say, see? It looks like we're leaving the city.
Looks like. She looks to one of the guards. Get a detachment ready to escort our friends from the city. She looks back to you, Kaius. It seems we'll have to wait for the next Okavor. Been so long since we've had one. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long for the next. But no matter. One will come. I had hoped it would have been you.
If you'll excuse us.
No, you'll wait until a detachment is here to escort you. You aren't given free reign of this city. That's not how this works. You'll be excused when I excuse you.
She'll glance at Kaius. And then nod and back to her and wait.
Okay. Several minutes go by. Eventually, the guard comes back in, and Abyssal says to her, basically that they're here. And you see there are 8 total of these snake-bodied individuals. Well, we'll escort you out of the city. Follow me. She heads out the door, and on either side is flanked by 4 of these Yuan Ti abominations is what I think they're called.
Yeah, the ones with the
Yeah.
snake bodies.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to put a hand down to Kaius.
Ooh. He'll stare.
I want to have it out in offering and just tap my shoulder.
Your shoulder for him to hop onto? Or are you walking squat the whole way?
Yeah, I'm squatting the whole way.
Listen.
No.
Like a small child, Kaius will put his arms up.
Okay, she'll put him up on her shoulder.
Dreams do come true.
God.
They take you down levels of the ziggurat. Eventually you are led to these gigantic double doors. This leads out of the city. From here, you're on your own. You're not allowed to come back. Be forewarned, if you do come back, there will be grave consequences.
Very well.
They unbar this set of double doors. 2 of the abominations open them for you, and she steps to the side and motions. It looks like it's a tunnel. She motions one arm swiftly towards it.
A tunnel? It's a tunnel?
Correct.
Like to underground tunnel?
Yes.
This does not feel safe. Zen.
Yeah.
Is this actually leading outside?
She's being very moody, and she says, "How would I know?"
Zensika.
What?
She gives her a look of this is serious.
She looks inside. She kind of glances further in.
Roll me perception, nature, survival, any of those 3. You'll get a different response for either. It's a deep, dark tunnel, so.
Perception, 19.
19.
Yeah.
It's deep. You don't have dark vision, so your
No.
your perception goes as far as it goes. You see that there is moisture in this cave, so it stands to reason there might be an exit, but with your zero dark vision and basically seeing out from where the lanterns and torches on the walls sconces let light out into this cavern, it's it's a tunnel. You don't know, you can't see the exit.
She looks up at Cora. Honestly, it could go either way. I guess it's our best option right now.
Our best option would be to go back the way we came.
And stay the night, or go through here. Those are your options.
I vote we stay the night. She crosses her arms.
Looking at Nud, Kaius will, I think it best we see this through, my companion. We need to know where this leads.
The tunnel? Or the machinations of your brand new friends who don't have awesome matching tattoos?
The party, my friend, the party. We need more information to know what we must do.
The purple one. Naturally,
She'll look down.
will defer to your leadership as the head of the party, but, between you and me and mouth of the ominous cave, maybe we shouldn't dispense with the opportunity to make new friends. After all, our charge is to be emissaries of Central City. They say we can have the run of this joint and make friends and meet people and enjoy ourselves, and then find out what it is exactly they want. Maybe we ought to avail ourselves of that friendly engagement.
Very well.
So we're staying the night now.
I'll glance to Kaius.
Yes, time for bed.
We're like you. We just want our buddy Kaius to understand his place in the world, No harm meant in us questioning your motives, We just, our only agenda is to make sure that our buddy Kaius comes out of this looking in tip-top shape.
Then I suggest you trust your friend and his wishes instead of pulling him back and forth.
Yeah, that's our bud, Kaius. That's our bad. We'll head back and I'll get snooze on it. I think we'll all feel better and see things more clearly in the morning.
Fantastic. Let us go prepare rooms for you four. Separate rooms this time. Perhaps we can avoid more surprises to our doors, our facilities.
Sorry.
It's okay, Bokavor. I understand that you're an excitable one.
What are you calling him?
Bokavor.
What's that?
That is for him to tell you if he so wishes.
She looks at Kaius. What's that?
Oh.
Huh.
You don't.
No, I wasn't told.
Oh, then perhaps you and I will have a conversation tonight then. I wasn't aware your gap in knowledge was so vast.
I have a book.
Yes, your Alktab. And she kind of pulls a book from her side as well. It looks like it's bound in snakeskin.
Ooh, yours is pretty.
Thank you. His name was Ruin.
Mine is Remy.
Ah, what a lovely name.
Yes.
Well, rooms for you three then? And she motions for the guards. Two each escort you. There are two that kind of stay down here with her, with Kaius. And I'll speak with you a little bit about what I know, what I've been told by him.
Okay.
And you three are escorted to individual rooms. Are you going to go willingly? Are you going to do anything, any
I'll
shenanigans?
take the middle room.
Okay.
Shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the Key and Peele skit.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Zen. Does she seem uncomfortable? She good?
Zen is unreadable right now, but if she looks like anything, she just looks annoyed.
Okay.
Okay. You three in your rooms. And this priestess has some chairs brought and sits with you at the entrance of this tunnel. The door's still left open, but she's not shying away from the open door. Sits down. Sit, please.
He'll crawl up onto the chair.
I'm surprised that you did not speak to a Hyasada.
What's that?
They look like they have chitinous armor, purple flesh underneath.
Ooh, yes. I see one of them.
Yes, you should have been assigned one.
Oh.
They should have explained to you Halatash's will, and you've gathered 2 stones, so I assume that you knew. You are farther along than I've heard anyone has gotten in centuries.
Nope. Purely by accident.
I wonder if it's not by accident. I wonder if it's by design.
Yes. Purple One is a very good leader.
Not her design.
Cool.
I'm wondering if your Hasiata is trying something new.
Oh.
I don't have the means to go about the continent as I would like. I wasn't chosen. I'm simply a keeper.
Oh.
There is an artifact that I was instructed to wait here for, and anyone bearing any of the seal stones would be gifted it to continue. What do you know of Halatash's will?
I'm trying to think back. I was told... Only thing I was told was to keep quenching Halatash's thirst, keep my alt tag close and to keep the path. Yeah, so he'll keep quenching his thirst.
Do you know what he thirsts for?
No, I've tried a lot. Everything just slides off the book.
The same thing you and I look for.
Ooh.
As learners, as librarians. Knowledge and order. Have you ever looked at the world and its people and realized how messy it all is? Needless wars, killings, fightings, just pettiness.
Mm.
And the gods of this world just let it happen. They could stop it, they could come down and create order, but they don't. Do you know why they don't?
Scared?
It's because they can't. It's because they're
Oh.
weak. And Halatash was strong and able to do so. But they, together, cowardly as they are, tricked him and sealed him away from the rest of the world.
How rude.
Very. They stole the true God, and they stole his eyes. But they weren't strong enough to seal all 3 of them, or all 5 of them. They could only seal away 2 of his eyes. You've helped him see with his 4th.
Oh.
I'd hoped leaving you on the rooftop would have let you bask in its glory, but it seems that you weren't even aware.
Yes, it is a pretty moon.
Halatash thirsts for knowledge and order. And Halatash is efficient in his orderliness. There are many worlds, and there are many worlds that he controls. This was going to be one of them before the so-called gods crippled him. Our
Oh.
job now as Bokavores is no longer simply to keep his knowledge and to help those we keep the order for, but now it is twofold. We have to do our original job as well as seek our god's freedom.
Oh.
Which is why in his crippled state he's only able to give you power by piecemeal.
What happens when he comes back?
No more war, order, knowledge.
Oh. He will pull out his book and open it, and he'll. What do you think, Remy?
No words appear on the pages. It
Oh.
looks like your Alkitab needs to be kept in line a bit better.
Oh? No, no. Me and Remy just talk sometimes.
Your Hyasada should be taking care of your Alkitab. On the other side, she takes her book out and writes something in it in Abyssal. Closes the book. I'll have that checked on for you.
Oh. Now.
Well, now, we keep an eye on your friends, since I don't believe they can be trusted.
No. They're great.
I am sure they have served you well, but they don't understand. And I'm sure if they did, they would try to stop you.
Oh? You don't think Purple One would like this?
I think non-believers have a hard time understanding what order means.
Oh,
I think that they value freedom more than the lives of those they live amongst.
lives?
Yes. If we do what we have to do, there's no more war. Order and peace. Real peace. Lasting peace. Not some piece of paper that has two groups say they pinky promise not to kill one another, holding them back. But real peace, where the notion of a piece of paper even needing to be drafted that states something like that would be inconceivable.
Dead?
No. There just wouldn't be any war. They wouldn't be able to do it. They wouldn't be able to kill one another. When when
Dead?
Halitash dead? Are you saying dead or debt?
Dead. DEAD.
No. They would be alive. Everyone here would be.
Here?
Halitash would hear what?
Here? Where?
Everywhere. Halitash would take the ability to die away from this world. Thus, wars would be pointless.
Oh.
Pain would still be felt, most likely, but no one could die. And if no one can die, what's the point of fighting in a war?
Kaius will kind of like pull up his very white hands and undead.
Yes, you're in the process of becoming a Yasada. I'm quite jealous. And she shows her under her scales, like she flips her hand over, and you see her flesh is paler, but it is not quite as pallid as yours. We are given steps, rewards for completing tasks for our Yasadas, and I have completed one by maintaining this temple. And so I no longer require sleep. I do, however, have to go through the monotony of eating and breathing. It doesn't look like you have that problem.
No.
I'm
No
hoping
breathing.
after the banquet and your ascension tomorrow, I'll be
Ooh.
following closely behind you.
Ascension?
Yes, the gift I'm to give you tomorrow after the banquet. It will help you continue Halatash's will.
With my friends?
Should they wish, and should you wish it. But, Master Kaius, should you not wish them to hinder you, or wish to go it alone, you'll have our resources here.
Well, but purple one.
I see that you have some sort of adoration for her.
She's so odd. So different.
Yes, she is. That's not necessarily a good thing. However, I can see why you'd be drawn to it, because, as all Bokovar are, you want to catalog her. She's interesting. She's not like everybody else, and so she'll do different things. And so you can catalog that. That's knowledge that you seek. Don't confuse it for compassion.
Oh.
That will hinder you.
Oh.
There will be time for compassion when he comes back.
Oh.
But for now, there's only the mission, and nothing can stop it. For everyone's sake, or even your purple one's sake. Non-believers as they are, it is still his will that they live in paradise and peace. And so we must suffer them.
Okay.
Well, I've given you a lot to think about. I will leave you to it. Would you like a room, or would you like to be led to the rooftop again?
Roof, please.
Very good, I'll take you there myself. And she motions for the two guards to close the tunnel door and begins and leads you up to the top of the ziggurat before bidding you farewell and, yeah, going about her business. We'll cut to everybody else. What is everyone else doing?
Pacing in my room.
Okay, what is Nud doing?
I only have a few things that I've written down as things I've actually heard. I think I know the name Halatash.
Okay.
I guess I just want to meditate on that to see if I can make heads or tails of who these people are or what it is they're trying to achieve.
What would you like to roll for that? Are you rolling a general history or knowledge check, or are you trying to roll,
I'm thinking religion.
like, to see if you... Okay. Are you rolling to a specific god, or just a generic religion check?
I guess just a broad religion check.
Okay, roll me a religion check. The DC will be fairly high for this, since you don't have a specific god in mind.
Just 16.
16. You don't get anything. You pray about it, but it doesn't seem like saying an SOS to the gods gonna cut it.
I try again, but pray specifically to Sevet, since I know that's involved in whatever they're up to.
You may. It will be a little higher than it originally would have been to him because you have one failure, but go ahead and see. We'll see
That's
what
worse.
you
That's
get.
12.
Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah, it's dead silent in that dome. What is Zensika doing in her room?
She is absent-mindedly playing with Edgar. But she's brooding and she's thinking and she's...
I don't think Edgar is back, actually.
Oh, I
You
forgot.
sent
He's
him away
gone.
last time, yeah.
Okay, well she's just brooding in her room. She's just like picking at something, like playing with like something from her infinite bag. But she's thinking about that decision between the tunnel or staying for the banquet, and she's wondering if they made the right decision.
Okay.
She's also not sleeping. She's also like up and thinking.
Okay. So are you choosing not to sleep then tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to sleep either. I'm
Okay.
doing something later.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything tonight other than Cora? It sounds
I'm
like.
gonna sleep once I can't get any knowledge.
Cool. How many hours does Cora spend pacing before she does what she's gonna do?
She'll pace for a little bit and then sit down and meditate for a few hours, just thinking about it.
Okay.
And then she'll probably like 3 hours later, when it's pretty good into the night, open her door.
Okay, you open the door. One of the two guards that is standing outside of your door looks at you and says something in a language you don't understand. It sounds like a question, but hard to tell.
I need fresh air, and I want to like signal like walk on my hand.
He bars you with his pole arm.
How many other guards are in this hallway?
There are 6 total. 2 at each of your doors. He repeats.
Is there a universal signal for bathroom that I can think of?
It looks at the other one and like roll a persuasion check.
Ooh, okay.
Like roll a persuasion check to get them to see if they understand you, and then I'm gonna have you roll a subsequent like
persuasion.
Yeah.
Persuasion is 19.
Okay, they understand that you are asking to go to the bathroom. I would like you to roll a deception check. And I'll say with advantage because you're not speaking the same language as them.
Ooh, advantage.
So they can't.
Ooh, nat 20 with that advantage.
Yeah, they fully believe you have to go to the bathroom. They don't speak your language, so they're like, they don't have anything that they can use to read whether or not you're lying. Like they can't.
I'm glad you gave me advantage because the first roll was a 5.
Yeah, they can't read you. Like they can't. They have no clue. So yeah, these 2 guards escort you to what you assume is like the bathroom. They begin to take you down the hallway.
Okay, I'll follow.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see what a snake bathroom looks like.
I'm hoping they'll just take me to the edge of the jungle.
No, they're not taking you to the edge of the jungle. This is the city. Could you imagine if you had to walk through a city every time you had to go fucking shit? How awful of a system would that be? Absolutely not. No. They take you to there is a room on the floor below you. It is basically just like a kind of, there is like these kind of short walls that separate, and it looks like there are just these, everything in here is stone. Think of like one of those Japanese squat toilets is sort of what it is. Like anybody can use it. So even the snake you're like, oh, that's how they could go to the bathroom. With their snake buddies.
I imagine this would, there would be a certain smell in here. So I'm hoping there's a window somewhere.
You're pushing it.
Listen, it makes sense.
You're not wrong, but they also have snake noses. I don't know how good a snake strong sense of smell is.
Really well. In fact, they smell with their tongue. So
that's disgusting.
Yeah, so they're gonna want a window.
Well, unless they decided they wanted to not, open their mouths in the bathroom, which
they have to.
I imagine they wouldn't. Okay. There are 2 windows in here.
Cool.
They are like on either side of this, like bathroom, like this wall. So you imagine all the bathrooms probably have a wall with the ziggurat. There's not going to be any like bathrooms that are like internal to like the ziggurat.
Okay. I want to look at them and like kind of get like embarrassed and like shoo them away.
They didn't come in here with you.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
They're
then I want
not.
to go out the
Yeah.
window.
Listen, they're snake people. They're here to guard you, but they're not fucking insensitive assholes. Like, how dare
Well,
you judge
good.
these? How dare you judge these snake people?
Listen, I don't know how thoroughly they want to guard me. I don't know.
You assume that their gender was male, and they're like, we're not gonna go in there with you. That's creepy.
Good. That's good of them because they probably would
Yeah.
have, got hurt or something at some point. Anyway, can I go out the window then?
Roll me a. Are you doing like? Well, roll me a stealth check.
Yes, I would like to be kind of stealthy if that's possible.
Yeah. I'm imagining that like this window wouldn't be hard for you to sort of get out of, but I am going to require a stealth check and then potential subsequent checks.
Sure. 15.
15? Yeah, you can get out of the window and you are greeted by the night air and you look over this city now bathed like in moonlight. Moonlight has never been so bright. And you keep seeing this fourth moon above head.
All right. I start moving. I want to dash and I want to head back to where we saw that path split off to the two camps.
I would like you to roll me an acrobatics or athletics check as you ninja
Athletics.
across this ziggurat.
18.
18. And you said you got a 15 stealth check?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. An 18 you said for your athletics?
Yes.
You start running down. You get about halfway down the ziggurat before you hear what you imagine is alarm bells. They're like this, like an actual like bell sound begins ringing. It's faint. It's internal to the ziggurat, but you could hear it from here.
Gotta go fast. I keep running.
Yep. So you're gonna need to make me another stealth check.
Fuck.
Because their passive was 15, but because they were in the bathroom, I gave you a bit of a head start.
13.
13 for stealth?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, you get seen. Like, you see, like, some of these people come out of the ziggurat, and they begin
That's fine.
to...
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm dashing.
they're gonna
I'm
begin
really
to chase
fast.
you. I need an athletics check.
Okay. Remember, I do have a speed of 55 feet.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay,
I'm just needing to know
athletics.
how much attention you're drawing to yourself, and...
I'm trying not to draw attention. 11.
I mean, okay. Not great. Yeah, we'll cut back to... That is beginning to happen. We'll cut to... we'll go back to Knud. Knud, you're sleeping. It's been like 3 hours. You start to hear some bells go off and some shouting. Your door very, briefly opens, and one of these snakeheads kind of pop in and sees you in bed, and it just nods at you and closes the door back. It says something to you in a language you don't understand, but it very quietly, respectfully closes the door again.
And you as well, brother.
I will
And
ask
what is
ask
going
a
back to
message
sleep? Or are you gonna
to
do
the
something?
wall where I think Zensika is.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, I don't mean to bother you, but what's this all about,
Zensika, you hear that message?
You can reply in a whisper that only I
from
will
Knud.
hear.
Okay. She says, do you think we should try to find out what's going on?
Yeah, working on that.
Send the same message to the other side where I think Cora is.
No response. It fails. Like, you try to reach out to Cora and it doesn't hit anybody.
404 message.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zen, I get the
Sorry, the caller you've dialed cannot be reached at this time.
oddest sensation, but I feel like Cora's not in her room, and not sure where she went for.
No cell service.
Are you saying Cora broke the rules?
Well, that would be the most obvious explanation, yeah.
I'm gonna use this against her.
Oh, that seems only fair, yeah.
What should we do? Let's come up with a plan.
Well, last time I talked to Kaius, he wanted to kind of sort of see this thing through until he knew what he was committing to, which is fair. Cora seems to be taking the other side of things. I'm guessing, if I had to guess, and well, I do. I'm guessing she wants to hear what the adversarial ziggurat wants to say about all this.
I wonder why she's so hesitant to see this through. I wonder if she knows something that we don't.
I guess Caius and Cora both know something we don't, so it makes it hard to act in their nature.
And Zen goes
cut.
quiet.
We'll cut to Cora, or cut to Kaius real quick. You hear those alarms going off downstairs.
Whoop. I want to look down.
Roll me a perception check.
I am not good at those.
You're not.
Apt. 3.
3? Something's going on. You don't know what. The priestess does come up. It seems your purple friend has betrayed you.
Who?
She's left.
Where?
I'm unsure. I'm assuming she's going to pop back up before your ascension. I'm sure she's going to try to stop you. We'll prevent that.
You won't hurt her, will you?
Not unless she makes us. We will defend ourselves and our beliefs. So if she attacks us, we will defend ourselves. So,
Can you let her go?
can we let her go?
Yes, no death.
If she attacks one of us, I'm not going to promise you anything.
But
If we attacked you, if we attacked one of your friends, would you want them to fight and defend themselves and their lives? I can't ask my men to just do nothing. If she leaves the city, we won't pursue her out of the city. But if she runs amok in the city, we will pursue her.
if she oh no. If she he kind of like twitches a little and doesn't hurt anyone. Don't hurt her.
If she doesn't hurt anyone and we capture her, she'll simply be banished. Which I'm sure she's used to.
Purple one is good. She has reason. Yes, she is
Well,
logical. Yes.
that remains to be seen. But
Then
I promise you, if she doesn't harm anyone and we do capture her, she will be simply removed.
we should see. We should see where she goes. Yes.
I have a feeling.
No feelings. Feelings not good for experiment. Yes. Let the rat run. Let it go.
As you wish, Bokavor. And she turns from you, and you hear, shortly after the alarms stop. Cora, as you're beginning to run through this city, The alarms, like, they're behind you. Like, you're fast, but like there's guards all over this fucking city, and you're not being stealthy. And you're the only not snake person here. And also you're fucking purple. So you're not, you're not ducking anywhere without anybody like not seeing you. So guards, every time you turn a corner and outrun some guards, more guards see you and go, "Oh shit, that's obviously the problem," and begin pursuing you. But eventually the alarms stop, and these guards you've turned to that look like they're getting ready to like begin their chase, stop, look at you, and look back to the ziggurat, and just begin walking towards you and saying something in their language. They're no longer like actively like running after you. But where are you going?
I want to head out of town to that trail that diverged off.
Well, it's not like the trail that diverged off to where? Like the other part of the city? The other ziggurat?
I want to go
That's
the
all
other.
that's all within the city.
Okay.
So the path that like diverges from one ziggurat to the other was like within the city, which is why you're running through it essentially.
Okay. Then yeah, I want to head over to the other one.
Yeah, they don't chase you. They say a couple things in their language and yell after you, but you can't understand them. You begin to head to the other ziggurat. With your speed and how far you've probably run in this time, you're not far off.
Because that's where the god told me to go, is this other ziggurat, right?
Correct, the other shorter ziggurat.
Yes, okay.
You approach it, and you see there are other guards here, but they're not in the same uniform. Theirs is much more colorful. They're adorned with, like, feathers, and look at you quizzically and confused.
I want
But
to be heavy breathing.
a couple of them use their spears to point you in the direction of their ziggurat after, like, a brief moment of, like, confusion. They see you and then point to the ziggurat.
Cool beans. I head that way.
You begin to head that way. What are Nud and Zensika doing? You, I would say at this point, would hear the alarms stop during your planning phase.
I think I'm just gonna wait and listen for any indication of what's going on.
Same with Zen. She's just listening.
Nothing happens. Ahead, I would say, also did peek into the room at you, Zensika, and the snake person like nodded and said something in their language and went back in.
She just like shrugs.
She just shrugs back at you, like it doesn't, like there's a communication barrier. It's trying to say something to you, and I realizes like, yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry.
Hey Zen, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't really know what's going on, but I think my buddy Kaius is in a bad way, and I know you feel like he did you wrong, but I'm afraid someone's doing him wrong. He doesn't know it yet.
I know. I just have a hard time. But I get it. We need to help him.
Oh, you can't save him if he's not ready to be saved, but depending on how things go down tomorrow, and if I get the notion from him, and I'll cause all sorts of trouble to try to help him out. Just want you to know that I wouldn't consider it a poor reflection on your Team Purple membership if You didn't want to get in trouble.
Thanks, Nud. I feel like I've already been in trouble quite a bit. But also, I think that snake lady is planning to eat him or something. I don't know, I'm just getting that vibe.
Well, it could be. We can't rule that out, but I have a feeling it might be a little bigger than that,
So, should we try to get out of here and help him?
Well, I think the most help we can be right now is to witness to his choices. And
Yeah.
if it's obvious those choices are going to hurt him, then we try to help him. If he makes it clear he doesn't want to have our help, then we'll have to leave.
I'm worried about Cora.
Yeah. Well, I'd say the same goes for her. Only, she's seen fit to remove herself from our company, so, we don't have the same opportunity to, see what she's about.
Feels like our team is breaking up.
Well, can feel that way, even when that's not the case. The world is, world's full of chaos that way. As far as I'm concerned, me and Cora are both worried about our buddy Kaius and just trying to get the best for him, so... Team's not broken up yet, we're just trying to figure out how to help our buddy Kaius.
I feel useless.
Well, choices are like that. Sometimes you are part of them, and sometimes you're not.
Well, I guess I'll get some sleep then. I don't know what else to do.
Oh, that's a good idea. We'll wait for our host to let us know the next move, unless Kaius or Cora finds us first, I guess. Team Purple.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Team Purple.
Okay, so you're both going to sleep. At this point, we'll cut to Cora. Cora, you eventually do get up to the ziggurat. This one does not have the same visage. There are a lot of torches lighting everything up. There are a lot of guards sitting out. Again, everything is fairly more colorful. It's a smaller portion of the city, you realize. Where those other guards had stopped basically pursuing you, these guards began. And at the entrance to the ziggurat, you see a very similar looking priestess to the one you had seen previously, except for this one has bright blue scales, kind of a white or an off-white sort of like neck and like skin tone underneath the scales you can see from like the palms. Standing there, same very vibrant, a lot of vibrant primary colors like yellow and red and blues, feathers kind of strewn about her headdress and her overall outfit, as opposed to the monochromatic red and black of the previous priestess. And she motions for you to come in, like hurriedly, like almost like roll me an insight check.
That's just 10.
Her eyes are kind of looking around, but she's like motioning for you to like hurry, like to her. Like she doesn't seem to be stepping from where she's at, but she
Okay.
is looking around like different angles, like in the area, but keeps.
I'll go
looking
to
at
her
you.
quickly.
She says something in this language. And just looks at you.
I don't understand.
Let's see here. Let me take a look at her sheet real quick. Okay. She kind of looks at you, tilts her head, sees that you can't understand her, and reaches her hand into a pouch. And you see she pulls out some sort of like powder, and takes a pinch of it and says something more in her language, and then blows it at you in your face.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, roll me just a quick con save.
4.
You sneeze violently, and you hear, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
Oh my god, I can understand you.
Yes, I was casting a spell to speak with you.
Okay, she's like coughing still.
Sorry.
Ah,
It's the only way I know how to do it.
fine. Fine.
Well, come in. You never know who's around, who's watching.
I'll duck in.
Much the same as sort of the previous one, except for the murals and iconography here are much less doom and gloom, more positive, more actually like it looks like more. You see people walking up and down the hall. Like the last place, like it was fairly dead in the halls. There wasn't people really walking around. It was simply guards, the occasional person doing some job. But here, people are walking and talking with one another. You hear what you assume is their version of laughter. There's
Is it a bunch
more,
of hissing?
kinda, yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
okay,
kinda. Sounds like an asthmatic who just got done running having a laugh. But I'd say like it's confusing for a minute, but like you quickly pick up like, oh, these people are like happy. There is some hushed whispering and some looks at you as this priestess begins to lead you further in and eventually leads you to a hall. And there are more of these Yuan-Ti here, more heavily adorned or more vibrantly adorned. Some of them look a little bit maybe possibly older. Well, welcome. This is the temple of Ukutoru.
I was sent here to get help for my group.
Yes, I was told you'd be coming. By her. You are going to have to be the champion tomorrow.
I'm sorry?
Oh,
She said that if I came here, she would help me and them get out of this place.
yes, it's sort of like I'll help you by guiding you, but it's not direct help. Gods don't work that way. I assume you're sort of new.
She looks very frustrated, but she takes a deep breath and says, "What do I need to do?"
Well, it's not going to be fun unless you like fighting a lot. Then it will be still probably not fun, actually. There's going to be a banquet. because they're going to bring someone for trial. The big ziggurat you saw earlier, that's where our gods used to reside. When we have a champion, we bring them forth, and the guardian judges the champion, and if they succeed, then they get to ascend to the top and get the gift of the gods. And so far, no one's done it. But tomorrow, I guess, my sister is submitting a champion. And I guess tomorrow we are too, and that's you? She's like very nervously like saying, like, you also?
I really, really, really hope you're not saying what I think you're saying. So let me clarify.
She's like very like nervous and like kind of shrinking back from you.
You're saying that two champions get put forward. One, the one I'm trying to save, Kaius. Me being another. And we will have to... I want to like look at her like a fill in the sentence.
Fight the guardian?
Who's the guardian? The guardian of the village? I want to point.
What village?
The guardian with the antlers? Are you talking about that guardian?
I don't know. No, he doesn't have antlers.
He has horns.
No. Scales. And teeth. Mostly scales and teeth.
Will we at least get to fight him together?
Yes, yeah, that will happen. You could fight with the other champion. It becomes, a matter of who gets the gift of the gods if you succeed. That's sort of something you'd have to work out with the other champion.
How is this supposed to help me get them out of this situation?
I'm assuming that she wants you to have the gift?
She wants me to win.
Yes.
No thanks. I want to turn around.
Sorry, where are you going?
Back. I want to start walking.
To...
The other ziggurat.
You can't do that. I mean, you can. I'm not going to... you can. I'm not going to stop you. I mean, like, you shouldn't.
Why? Why is that? Why, pray tell?
Because they'll probably kill you. Sorry. And she like kind of like holds up her hands like in front of her face. Like, don't punch me kind of a deal. And she just waits there for your response.
This is not what I had in mind.
I mean, have you ever worked for a god before?
No!
Well, ta-da!
I imagine she does that really awkwardly.
Yeah, she's super awkward.
If I went back, Kaius wouldn't let them kill me.
You assume he'd be told you came back. My sister's not a good person. If she would have had it her way, she would have smashed me when I was just an egg.
Your sister?
Yes. The other priestess? We're hatchmates?
Alright. I'm gonna need a full detail of this guardian, their capabilities, and your sister as well.
My sister's capable of horrible things. I used to have another hatchmate mate, our brother, and he's dead because of her. He was the first champion she sent. After she filled his head with lies and delusions of grandeur.
Yeah, she seems real good at that.
Yeah, she's not good. She believes that there's another god or entity speaking to her. My goddess says he's not a god, but none of the other gods will do anything about it. Just
Certainly, you and your group could
ah,
help me grab my friend before
like,
this all starts, right?
no, that
Why?
because that would mean an all-out war. As much as I want to help you, and I'm willing to help you in what I can help you with, I can't tell my people to die to help your friend who's willingly helping the enemy.
He doesn't comprehend that at this moment in time.
That's not really. I mean, that sucks. I'm sorry. That's not really something that I'm going to risk my friends and loved ones' lives for. I can help you, and that's anybody who comes here for help. That's what I'll do. But I can't help him if he's actively working against the goddess.
What happens if we defeat the Guardian?
You get the gift of the gods.
Both of us?
Well, it's one gift. We don't really know what it is. We're not privy to that information, or at least I'm not. I don't know if her entity has told her what it is, but
So if he wanted it, he would have to go through me.
correct. As far as I'm aware, only one of you can possess it. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's an object. I don't know if it's a boon.
I don't care about the
And
gift.
you should. Or at least,
What I
at the
care
very least,
about,
you should care about him not getting it.
exactly. That's what I care about. He won't hurt me.
I I would I would caution against that optimism. I hope you're correct, but I would still plan for him to maybe do it anyway.
You don't know Kaius.
I don't really know you.
It'll be fine. If we defeat the Guardian together, we'll be able to leave.
Okay.
Tell me about the...
I can't,
Why?
because how the trial works. You go into the ziggurat alone, and you either come out or you don't. And no one who has gone in has come out.
My patience is getting wildly thin.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. If you want to leave, you can leave. And she kind of like stands up a little bit like prouder, but like still like kind of like shaking. She's like, but I'm not going to be bullied anymore. I'm trying to help you.
All right. You're right. Do you have
She
a
kind
room? Give me a second to calm down.
she kind of like nods like very curtly, like like kind of like a yes, like I did it, kind of like a nod, and smooths her like outfit a little bit, and she's like, I wish the goddess would have picked someone who was nicer. And turns from you. There's a
Oh,
room
wait, wait,
following
wait.
me.
Do you have a way to get a message out?
I do. I can't guarantee we'll get to where it needs to go, but I can try.
There are two within the ziggurat, aside from Kaius, that I need to get a message to.
Okay. We can provide you some parchment and some ink and have someone bring it there. I can't necessarily say that they'll be given it, but they will try.
I suppose that's all I can ask for.
We don't exactly have someone who can sneak into their ziggurat or would be willing to sneak into the ziggurat to hand them off. It would have to be given from our guards to theirs and passed along to hopefully your friends.
All right.
All right, while you write those messages, let's take like 5 or 10 minute bio break.
Okay. See, guys, I'm not a dick. That was a reason.
You got this.
I was told they would be saved if I went over there. Don't give me that sound.
I mean, have you played? Well, you haven't. Have you? Ask a cleric how much their gods really intervene.
All right, I'm gonna start drafting these.
All right, I am back. Let me fix my headphones. They're being stupid.
I'm here.
I'm good to go.
Cool.
I'm back.
Hey, Craigbot. I know we're still talking. We're still here, Craigbot. Mind your business.
This is being dumb. Hold on, Steve.
Ever since yesterday, I kind of sat on my headphones and like I can't tell if like they're actually weird or if like
Your headphones sound good.
well, they sound fine. It's the way like the head is sitting, so like they're kind
Like
of
it feels off.
yeah, and I can't tell if it's one of those things where like I'm just perceiving it because like I'm now like focusing on it. But
One of the best things you can do for that is just like accept that it is, and then just like try to
My
adjust
man,
to the new feeling.
do you know how much of my life would be better if I just did that? I have deep-seated anxiety with and ADHD. Like I suffer from like severe anxiety, depression, and ADHD. I wish you were correct. Just accept it. How many times my father told me, just stop freaking out. Oh,
Well,
why
Have
didn't I
you
think of
seen-
that?
Have you
I'm not
seen
saying
that
like
meme?
just.
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
I'm not saying just like, stop. I'm saying like, don't wonder whether it is or isn't. Just say like, come to a conclusion in your head like it is different.
Yeah, and I'm just also like, I really can't afford to buy a new headset, and it works, so I'll just fucking deal with it. I might just like, honestly, get it in a position I like, because it's the like where it clicks, goes down and forth, like adjust like the size. I might just get it to where I want it and just super glue it in place and be like, fuck it.
Have you guys seen that meme where they're like, I told my friend I have anxiety, and they told me I should just relax. They're like, God, 8 years of anxiety finally cured. But
Just relax. Turn on the radio. Do you want am
Did
or
that mess-
foom?
Just chill out.
Steve, did you get that message?
I did get your message.
Good. Is it obvious or not?
We'll find out.
Okay, I'm hoping it's obvious.
Well, there's going to be a lot of factors that come into play on if it matters or not.
True.
Okay. Is everybody back?
Yep.
Yup.
Cool. All right. We're gonna make some rolls here before we end the night. Unless Cora has anything else she wants to say or do, or anybody else. Well, we know that Zen and Nod are gonna sleep. Let's see.
Nope. I just really want this message to get to them.
General luck check. Okay. Have a general luck check. Okay. Insight check. Oh, hold on. I need stats now. Okay. Okay. So in the early hours of the morning, you are roused, Nud and Zen. I will say it happens basically 4 or 5 hours after all this goes down. So, Nud, you do benefit a long rest. Zensika, you do not. You have a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
You did not get to sleep the full night because you opted to pace. So you'll have a 1 point of exhaustion. It's disadvantage on ability checks. Cora, the same goes to you.
Can I?
Booking it all night. Yeah, you were woken up at the same time because like the day is started. Like they're going to be things are about to happen.
Can I rest during the day?
We'll find out, but probably not.
Okay.
In the morning, you were woken up, Nud and Zen, by the priestess. He says, you've been given a message from your friend who absconded in the night.
More specifically, my little buddy Kaius or team leader, the purple one?
Your purple friend,
okay.
the one who abandoned you.
Is Zen...
God, she's really lit.
Can Zen hear this, or is this, like, just her talking to Nud?
No, she's talking to both of you.
Okay. Cora absconded?
Yes. You sound shocked. Given her attitude last night, I thought that was sort of par for the course. Is she not your troublemaker?
She looks, like, bashful for a second.
I don't think any of us try to make trouble.
Not-
We, just trying to make our way through the world, you know?
So fools then.
Yeah.
Well, not fools. She looks at Nud like...
Well, maybe some more than others, but, you know.
Well. That's your cross to bear? Sorry, not
Oh,
cross.
no, I get that
something here.
reference. Yeah.
Your burden to bear? Do you?
Heard it in a song
don't.
once.
Well, anyway, the message. The same message to both of you. And she pulls out a piece of parchment. Bravery is often hidden. Everyone cowers to the dark. Remember the given, eyes always watch. Always forgiven. Don't give heed. You'll never regret the creed. Bad poetry? Or something?
Definitely bad poetry.
Could you read that again?
Yep. Bravery is often hidden. Everyone cowers to the dark. Remember the given. Eyes always watch. Always forgiven. Don't give heed. You'll never regret the creed.
Can I put it in general?
I will put it in general for you as...
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cora's always writing really bad poetry.
Really?
I believe it.
She never saw fit
I
to
sent you
share
something,
it with me.
Steve.
That's too bad.
Yep, I saw it.
Oh, Oh, you know, she like nudges Nud. You know, the poem she's always sharing with us.
I wish I had your confidence.
Wah wah.
Boo, Steve! You have to fix that.
Yeah,
I
oh,
will
don't
fix
worry,
it.
I got it. I got it.
I figured they'd get it.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah, the Zen is like, yeah, her bad poetry.
Mm-hmm. Roll a deception check.
Okay. 16.
16. She just kind of like smiles at you. Bad poetry.
We all have our
Or
weaknesses.
budding strength.
I'm sure she has many.
She does.
The former, not the latter.
Well, thanks for giving us the message.
Yeah, that was very kind of you.
You're welcome.
Oh, and
You'll be brought food. You'll be brought to a sitting room for the day if you'd like, or unless you'd like to stay in your rooms. But there is a sitting room that you can lounge in until the events of this evening. Food will be brought to you.
I assume you've got it covered, but is there any way we can, participate or pay respects or?
You'll participate this evening, yes. Should our champion Kaius wish it,
Oh,
you'll be able to
okay.
participate.
So we'll just wait for Kaius to tell us what for.
Correct. Well, wait here.
Wait.
We'll have someone come bring you.
You don't have a sister, do you?
Zen glares
Excuse
at
me?
him.
Sorry. No, you meet a lot of people on the road.
If only it weren't so. Well, someone will come gather you to the sitting room shortly. Be ready. And she walks away.
I don't like her.
I don't know where our buddy Kaius has been or who he's met or kind of deals he's made, but I get the funny feeling he's at war with himself, and it's hard to know which one is Kaius and which one is not.
My guess is Caius is the doofy one, and the creepy one is not. But what do I know? And also, what do you think Cora means by be ready?
Well, she is the team leader, so I'd say if she makes her intentions clear, then that's our invitation to come help.
I think she's maybe suggesting there's a lot more danger to come and we should just be on guard.
Yeah, I reckon our buddy Caius is gonna face some kind of reckoning, and Cora's gonna try to help him. So if she understands something that Caius can't communicate, then well, I suppose we'll just follow her lead.
Alright, you were eventually brought to a sitting room. You are served breakfast. Believe it or not, it's very egg heavy.
Yeah, this takes me back.
Caius, you are told that your friends are in the sitting room having breakfast, and if you would like to join them by the priestess.
Yeah, Kaius will go join them.
I will collect you later before the banquet. We'll discuss the events after the banquet and go from there.
Okay.
Kaius, you are brought down to the sitting room with everyone else.
Oi,
Hi.
what's the plan, buddy? What
Plan?
are we about here? Our fearless leader, the Purple One, took off in the night, and I'm entirely sure what she's up to, but gosh, we'd sure like to help you out if you just tell us what we gotta do, buddy.
Yes, yes. Follow Purple One. Follow Master.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Plans.
We'll do what the Purple One indicates, but I just want you to know, glad we met.
Yes.
We'll cut over to Cora. You are woken up early in the morning. You've only gotten a couple hours of sleep before this priestess knocks on your door and tries to wake you up. You have to get ready for the day. It's a big one.
I'm trying to. She does not move from bed.
Do you want food or?
I would like a few hours of sleep.
Okay, I'll come back, I guess. She
With food
mutters.
later? Thank you.
No, she doesn't say anything, and just the door closes. You hear some muttering from beyond it.
I'm gonna try and catch up on sleep.
Okay. You may, if Zen would like to try to sleep in the sitting room, you also may.
Okay. After she eats, she has a little
Take a nap.
halfling nap, like a post-breakfast nap.
A post first breakfast, pre second breakfast nap.
Exactly.
As
I'll play
halflings
her a
do.
little
Mhm.
song of
Yep.
rest, seeing that she's trying to nap and just trying to break the general tension.
Cool. Neither of you'll have that point of exhaustion in that case.
Okay.
Okay. Around noon, both priestesses enter and their adjacent ziggurats. We'll start with the ziggurat that the majority of the group is in as the priestess comes in. Well, the feast will be in the next couple hours. It will be here before we begin our progression to the main temple, where the trial will begin. Now, since you are going to be the champion, dear Kaius, you can choose to relay this information to your friends, or I can give you the general information now with your friends here, but it has to be your choice.
They're fine. They can hear.
Understand this before I begin. If I begin and lay out the rules of the trial, they have to participate.
Oh.
They won't be given the option to back out.
You guys want to come help me?
That's what we're here for, man. I mean, speaking for myself, don't even have to ask.
Yeah, I will.
Fantastic. We'll cut over to Cora, because what I'm gonna do is I'll have both priestesses explain it essentially at the same time. It'll be like
Cutting
one of those
back and
Ocean's
forth,
11
yeah.
movies where it's like happening simultaneously.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're doing here. Very thematic. Just imagine it's a movie in your head. If I was an animator, I could animate it all. But unfortunately, you get what you get. You get what you pay for. And here we are. So in the other ziggurat, you are roused again, probably noonish this time, by the priestess. Knock knock, you really should get up.
All right, I will get up, crack my neck, and fall like basically down into a meditative position.
Well, while you do that, I will explain how this will work. I guess.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
So she begins to explain, as at the same time the other priestess explains. The way that this is going to work is there will be a banquet held in your honor at the ziggurat which you are championing. You'll be held in a position of honor. They will regale you with tales of their history, should you so like them. Chat with you, get to know you, sort of a situation. And then you will essentially be carried on a palanquin to the main ziggurat. You will be given some ceremonial armor or some sort of token to show that you're representing, because they do have protocol for if there's two champions at the same time. And it's sort of like team game. It's sort of like a sports ball where there are two teams and they have to represent who they're representing. They have to show some sort of like visual, whether that be an armband or full gear. You're told essentially that like when it's Yuan-Ti who do the championing, like they wear ceremonial like armor representing their god. Because you're not technically like a worshiper of these gods, you don't have to do that. They'll simply give you an armband. So like the side that Kaius is on will have like a monochrome one, and then Cora's side has like the very like decorative plumage of like the yellow and blue and red. Just sort of like you're representing this. It will be a token for you, for the guardian to know who is to be judged. Essentially, is what they tell you. Like you have to wear something so the guardian can like recognize you as the champion. So Kaius, or not, sorry, so Knud and Zen won't be given one, but they will be assisting. The way it will work is you'll go in, and you'll be judged by the guardian, whatever that means, and go from there, essentially. And that is as it is laid out to you. So, any questions?
Yeah.
That was Cora's,
I
but
was
yeah,
in
yours
the
asked you if you have any
school at the
questions too.
time.
There you go. He was in it.
Yeah, which deity does our buddy Kaius get to represent in this?
That would be Nemesteel.
And this other champion will be...
Uketoa.
Cool.
Do you have any questions, Kaius?
We will be together, yes, with the purple one.
Yes, you'll be competing at the same time. You can work together. I don't know how the trial itself works. We're not privy to that information as non-champions, as outsiders, but no one who's come in has come back out. So I imagine most have been found wanting.
Oh.
So I don't know how it works inside. That's sort of the Guardian's decision. I imagine you can work together. We don't have any rules prohibiting it. The Guardian might. That's sort of their call.
Okay.
Beyond that, do you have any questions
One more
for me?
question.
No.
Yes.
Back on the mainland, we've got a god. You hear rumors about Sevet. That, does that name mean anything to you?
I can't say that it does.
He's sort of famous for stabbing a giant serpent to death.
Never heard of him. Anything else? And we'll jump over to Cora. Do you have any questions? Concerns?
Nobody's
Complaints?
Nobody's ever survived the trial.
No. We haven't sent as many representatives as my sister has. We've only sent 3 in my knowledge of the history. And they were all people who requested it. We don't put forth people we don't believe are the champion. This is the first time we have put someone forth ourselves.
And when it's done, we can leave.
Yes, I'm not going to keep you from whatever it is you want to do.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Sure. Anything else?
Not for now.
Great. Well, the banquet will be here shortly. Try not to gorge, I guess. It'd be very weird if you puked in front of the Guardian.
She'll just cock her head, what? At this snake?
I don't know. I imagine that if you didn't eat breakfast, you're going to probably eat a lot, and then you're going to have to go do a trial, and I don't know what that means, so it could be, could be nerve-wracking.
Would you mind if I ate in the mess hall really quick?
I mean, you're going to eat at the banquet here in 10 minutes.
Oh, it's in 10 minutes. God, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's noon.
Okay, she'll nod, and I'll follow your lead.
All right, so for everybody, there is a banquet that is held. You are surrounded by some nice, friendly-ish snake people. Yeah, it's really just a very grand, meal. Sort of like a send-off. You get the vibe that no one here really expects anybody to ever do this or make this, So, unless you want to do something during this or try to, talk to people during this, we can we can jump ahead. Otherwise, unless you want to, we certainly can RP you talking to some snake folk.
I'm okay to skip ahead. I don't know what I would talk to them about.
Yeah, I'd only want to RP if we can see each other.
Yeah. Yours is taking place in your individual ziggurats, so it's not going to be something that you are able to see one another at.
Cool.
All right. Well, we will jump ahead. You, Kaius, and you, Cora, are given these armbands as previously mentioned, and put on palanquins, and carried by these snake folk. Unfortunately, Knud and Zen do not get given that honor. They have to walk with the progression. But eventually, you would both see one another as they both come up to this grand sort of plaza that leads to the entrance of this third ziggurat. The doors here are huge. They're like 50 feet high stone doors, like with gold sort of scroll work. And there is a relief in either, one representing one god and one representing the other. The palanquins are lowered, and you see that there are huge dyed ropes on either door. The door that Kaius and their side is on is gray, black, and white, and the other side has a red, blue, and yellow rope. And you see that there are many UNT holding either rope, basically getting ready to open them for you as they lower you. And you basically get off your palanquins and can greet each other at this point.
Hi, purple one.
Good to see you.
Yes, yes.
Corey skipped out.
Did I?
Yeah, good for you.
Sorry. Dear, I thought you'd be upset.
Upset? No. I love it. I like this new Cora.
Don't get too excited. I just know which
Oh, well,
way
that'll
is
come in
right.
handy.
I
I think I have a way out of this for us.
I don't really know what we're supposed to be doing.
Brace yourself.
Okay, I guess I
Kaius
can do
told us
that.
to follow your lead. So.
Let's just get through this trial. Well, the
It
first
is
thing...
deathly silent. You're the only ones talking. There's not even a murmur.
I'll lower my voice and say, let's just get through this trial. And then I have a plan.
The sisters stared daggers at one another.
Huh. I wonder if they have a third sister.
They had a brother.
Zen glares at him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to look to the priestess I'm representing and just nod to her.
Good luck.
See you on the other side.
The other priestess kind of snorts at that. But she looks to you, Kaius. Good luck, Bokavor.
Yes, yes. Time to go.
The doors are opened to you all. It is pitch black inside. It is unnaturally pitch black. Like, where the sun is, it should shine light into the ziggurat where these doors are. You should be able to see into the hallway, but it is just inky blackness.
Can I see?
You cannot see through it, even with your special eyes.
Spoopy.
What about with light?
What about with light?
If I cast light?
Are you going to do that?
Yes. And it will be the first spell she has cast.
Cora holds up her hand and casts the light spell. I assume you're casting it on your hands or something you're wearing, or
How about my monk vestiges?
sure, you do that. You begin shining brightly.
Fuck yeah, I'm glowing.
It does not. It doesn't even reflect on whatever this is. This surface. It just black. It's almost like, I believe, vestments. Yes. But it's hard to describe. It's not like glass or obsidian. It doesn't have any sheen or reflective nature to it, but it just sort of absorbs light. You're not seeing any reflection from even yourself at this distance to it.
I want to step between Kaius and Zen and offer a hand to each of them. And then look to Nud and kind of gesture for him to take one of their hands and say, let's go through
Team
together.
for life.
I want to head in. Let's go.
Zen goes.
As you head, yep. As long as no one's resisting, I will describe what you feel and then see.
Wait, what does Zed say?
She says Team Purple.
And lets you walk in, but turns around, I am your new god! But you all walk through, and it feels like you're walking through a very thick fog, without it being cold. So it feels almost like very thick smog or smoke-like. Eventually you get to the other side of this wall. And you see, first it's very jarring, because there is no color here. You look down at yourselves, your armbands, everything in this space is monochromatic.
I'm a black dragon.
Everything is in grayscale. Those of you with dark vision, it looks sort of like that, as if you were looking through dark vision in the day, which is not normal. And those of you without dark vision, this is very weird and jarring. It is a huge room with, I would say, probably 150 by 150 foot room. There are pillars here, cracked and broken in front of you. And what looks to be some sort of statue of a great serpent in front of you, coiling around one of these pillars.
Mm.
And I will send you a picture of what that statue looks like. Put it in the art channel. Here it is.
Spoopy.
And as you enter this room and you see this statue, it moves and shifts. And you realize it's not a statue. You realize that this is probably the Guardian. And that is where we will pick up next time.
Chamber of Secrets, y'all.
Ooh,
Yes.
Whoopee!